the 26th, aka Jermageddon. Now, I've said that a lot, but it just keeps getting worse, as the clickbait YouTube thumbnails would tell you. But this time, it's burger. This time, every single just every day, every hour, every quarter, the entire story is changing. Like, the title that says "Quartering deletes Twitter" is out of date. Do you know? It's not the biggest happening.
That's in
the last 24 hours. Like, it's yesterday's news, you know, like today's news is yesterday. It's like, there's news going on right now.
We extended the intro. With
well, because I had to get all of these DMs that Sydney Watson dropped on Jeremy Hamley, that the DM drop ended, folks, because Jeremy Hamley is blackmailing Sydney Watson right now with threats of lawsuits, doxing family members, potential violence. Who the and you gotta wonder, like, who is this man? Like, he has the ability to just take down YouTube videos with a snap of his fingers. He has the ability to silence Me Too victims with just a simple phone call or text message. And make no mistake, folks, that's 100%, in my opinion, allegedly, what the tonight. Because Camelot's leaking all of these DMs exposing that Jeremy has been blackmailing Sydney Watson for years. He screwed her over in their business dealings, just completely fucked her. He was creepy with her in public. There are recordings of Jeremy Hamley that Sydney Watson made that tape was due to be released tonight, folks. We were promised that the audio recording of Jeremy Hamley being creepy, he was drunk, who the was going to be dropped tonight, completely exposing him.
By the way, shocking that Sydney he was doing that.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, we all knew. It was an open secret.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like it was with Harvey Weinstein. And that's what we're dealing with here tonight, folks, is the Harvey Weinstein and Ghislaine Maxwell of the right wing in the quartering Jeremy Hamley and Chrissy Mayer. And Judgment Day is here for these fucks. They're cooked.
That Chrissy Mayer show. What?
Chrissy.
How do you fumble? Like, just go, I lied, I was panicking. Fuck those guys.
Because she had a job lined up with the quartering. And quartering has announced today, guys, Hannah Claire Brimelow's done. She's resigned. She's not showing up for work. He said until the midterms. So she's gone till November.
Or
it's the same lie. It's the same lie we were told about Luke, where Luke went up to the farm upstate to run around in the hay patch and play with all the fun animals, and he would be back by the midterms too. And we've received no update on that. Jeremy Hamley was alone today. Yeah, that's where Luke is. Luke had the best timing in the world when he got out of this flaming shit heap Titanic fucking disaster in the nick of time. Last plane out of fucking, like, out of this basically unscathed.
We even said, I think you said before he left, you're like, Luke, you're better than this. You have to go before it all.
And he was. And he was better than this. And he did go. Hannah Claire's out of there. I don't think we're seeing her again. No. Melanie Mack, conspicuous by her absence today. You'd figure if Hannah Claire was going to bail and not show up, even though Melanie doesn't typically work Mondays, she could have done her boss the solid of standing by her after she made the whole mess much worse on Chrissy Mayer's show and basically sunk Chrissy Mayer's entire career. Although you can't even blame Melanie Mack because Chrissy had so many opportunities to save it and she badly. And tonight, folks, you're going to see clinically, surgically, precisely an expose of Chrissy Mayer that just destroys all of her narratives. Chrissy knew. She knew the whole time before she had the interview with Melanie Mack on the 22nd of April, a full 2 weeks before the interview. She was on a live stream, a public live stream with Nina Infinity and this ebony gentleman. Okay. And on this live stream, it was revealed to her the entire situation with the quartering. Basically all of it. Literally. And not only, and it's all public. And the live stream is still available. I'm going to show everybody the live stream. I'm going to show you the clips of the situation being explained to Chrissy Mayer. And then I'm going to show you Nina Infinity practically in tears as she explains to Camelot how Chrissy lied and lied and lied to her and her over. And she lied to Brittany Venti. She lied about Brittany Venti. And she's lied to multiple creators in DMs. Creators that she works with on a regular basis. By the way, we won't name names.
No.
They're free to come forward and expose the truth. But Chrissy lied to multiple panelists on Friday Night Tights about the situation. And Camelot exposed the whole fucking thing. He says in the DMs, Chrissy Mayer admitted that she knew about the whole controversy with Melanie Mack. She knew about the whole thing beforehand, and she did it and played dumb for money. Woo! She wanted the money. She wanted the clout. And now we know that she was sweeping probably because Hannah Claire Brimelow put in her 2 weeks notice just a few weeks ago. And the job was coming up to be on the quarter cast, to be paid $500 a show for a couple of hours of sitting there and telling Jeremy he's so sexy and nodding her fucking head. And she wanted that position. And it looks like she's going to get that position based on what Jeremy Hambley is saying on his show today. The whole conspiracy is being blown wide open.
Beyond.
The developments just continue. Folks, I thought the headline today, when we first started prepping this show over the weekend, the big headline is Jeremy Hambley banned from the Renaissance Fair. Whoa, buddy.
That was
Jeremy
Saturday morning.
Hambley banned from the Renaissance Fair, which is a crazy development.
A crazy show, by the way.
Any other day, that would be the main event.
The greatest
top
show ever.
headline. This is amazing. We're feasting, bros. We're winning. Hambley's defeated. Quartering's destroyed. Because that Renaissance Fair is one of his favorite things in the world, he says. Him and his wife go 5-6 times a year, nearly every weekend during the summer. And because of his creepy behavior that was uncovered in a multiple-hour stream where he was perving on women and children and making families uncomfortable with his drunken, foolish antics while his wife was with the bull doing God knows fucking what.
I'll tell you what.
He was officially banned from that property and all of the other properties managed by that Renaissance Fair, which means he can't even go to the one in Chicago. He can't go to the one in LA. He can't go to any of the 4 properties they manage. Like the entire Midwestern Renaissance Fair, it's over for Jay.
Bye.
Then Jeremy Hambley decided that rather than focus on the evil Nazi trolls of Kino Casino, which it's easy to paint us as the bad guys. You know, it's very easy to go, holy fuck, these guys are cruel and they're assholes and they're making fun of things that they shouldn't and they're transgressing boundaries and they're edgy and oh my God,
and we say, you know what?
Instead of going after us, he goes after the most popular panel show in his own entertainment fucking
field genre.
Yes. The anti-woke content. He goes after Friday Night Tights. Goes after Gary, a nice guy that nobody has anything bad to say about, who doesn't want to deal with drama. And the whole reason Chrissy wasn't invited to the show on Friday was because she fucked up and created unnecessary drama that was then going to fuck over everybody else on the panel, because a bunch of people are rightfully pissed off because Chrissy Mayer, Jeremy Hambley, and Melanie Mack are pissing on people's hands and telling them they're telling people that 2 + 2 = 5. They're telling people that the chocolate ration was increased from 50 grams to 40 grams. They're telling us things that we just know aren't so, and they won't give anyone a platform to speak against it. Anyone who speaks against it is banned, gaslit, fucking wrote off as a woke leftist troll.
Wait, Ash.
Like, this shit is
why weren't
crazy.
you allowed on her show? Why weren't you allowed on Chrissy's show?
I wasn't allowed on Chrissy Mayer's show. I was screaming to go on that show.
But she said no. But why can't you go on her show?
Because we're banned from YouTube.
Whoa.
But I'm not. But I'm not.
Who?
But we're going to show the receipts of the lies. When she says that she can't have anyone that's banned on, she had Ethan Ralph on.
And he's been banned a million times.
To have Ethan Ralph, who's double, triple, quadruple banned from the platform, known doxer, known swatter, known actual harasser, has restraining orders against him in real life, has beaten women on camera. She's willing to platform that guy. Also, she's platformed a ton of people who have been banned from the platform, like Cecil Says, et cetera, right?
Yep.
She's willing to, but she won't platform me, who isn't actually banned from the platform, right? Because she was scared. She didn't want to be held accountable, because the first thing I was going to say to Chrissy Mayer when I got on, do you expect us to believe you have fucking Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
Because you were just on a live stream 2 weeks ago where the whole thing was explained to you. And not only that, Nina Infinity, who is not a drama monger, who is not a troll, who is trying her best to be a professional political commentator with integrity, okay? Like she's in tears about how you lied to her, how not only did she explain it to you in public, but afterwards, for over an hour on the phone, outlined every single bloody detail of this entire situation with receipts. And you were on board as having known that Jeremy did this shit. And then when it came for your live stream, by the way, Nina also warned you in the hours leading up to your live stream not to do it. That if you were going to do it, you needed to have questions to press Melanie Mack, or it would be a disaster. And you didn't listen to her, and you lied and pretended like you had no idea what was going on. You lied to Brittany Venti. You basically admitted that you lied to Brittany Venti on the air last night without admitting that you lied, because you're just allergic to accountability. You're allergic to responsibility. And I would say typical woman moment. But this was beyond anything I've ever fucking seen before, where you're just caught in so many lies and you're given so many outs. All you had to fucking say was, I'm sorry, I panicked, I was under pressure, I wanted to protect my friend, I lied, and it was wrong, and now I'm throwing quartering and Melanie Mack under the fucking bus. That's all you had to do.
Literally.
But instead, you were desperate to get this job working for Jeremy Hambley. For whatever this is like working at the Krusty Krab and throwing it away for the chum bucket or some fucking shit like this. Like, this is working at fucking Google. You're working at Friday Night Tights, the top brand in terms of anti-woke content in the world.
Literally.
And you decide to go to a failing program with no viewership, no support. Why? You have to wonder, what the fuck is going on here?
2 million subs plus 10,000 purchase subs every week that Jeremy adds. She checks it and goes, oh, look at the number.
That's what she thinks.
But when you look at the
She's such a boomer.
Twitter,
She's such a boomer. She actually believes the botted numbers.
Oh.
But if you just looked at the revenue. Today, it was $76. How are you going to afford 3 full-time co-hosts making $76 a show? Like, Chrissy just smells a simp mark. She smells the blood in the water. She heard the tales of Sydney Watson pocketing $250,000 off of this simp. And in her mind, she goes, woohoo, I'm hotter than Sydney. I can probably get $500,000 out of this fat poop pants fucking cock. And it's just so transparent what's going on here. And I just can't understand why. There has to be more to this.
There has to.
Doesn't there?
Well, because
there has to be more to what's going on.
Buddy, she's burning down her whole career to defend Melanie. It's like, oh, but she's my friend. Okay, but you could tell your friend that she's being a fucking retard, and shouldn't you not support deplatforming and flagging?
Ultimately, what it comes down to is that Chrissy Mayer, Melanie Mack, and Jeremy Hamley all believe that they are special, that they are anointed, that they are the mainstream, that they are the gatekeepers who get to decide who's at the cool kids club and who's not. Not only that, they get to decide what's true and what's not. They believe that the chat, no matter what evidence they see contrary to their narratives, no matter what you, the viewer at home, see with your own eyes and hear with your own ears, you must listen and believe what they say, because they have a high subscriber count, even though they actually have no real audience at all, no viewership, no engagement, no supporters. They genuinely believe that they have the clout to get away with this, and that everybody else is a nobody and a bum. They believe that Nerdrotic is beneath them. Heel versus Babyface is beneath. It's completely delusional. It's because Jeremy Hamley has created this narrative around himself that he has infinite wealth and prestige and power. And they have got high on their own supply and bought into their own hype about this situation. But as we're going to find out tonight from Camelot and Sydney Watson, and apparently insiders within the Quarterings camp, Quartering's on the verge of bankruptcy. He has expenses bordering on $30,000 a month just to pay his fucking bills. And he's only making about $3,000 a month from YouTube. All of his money is in Hawk with Rumble. That's why there's $900,000 in his Rumble account, because all of his YouTube revenue, according to these sources, goes directly to Rumble. And Rumble decides at the end of the contract whether they will release it to Quartering or not. So right now, this guy's got $1 million in cash sitting there for the next 6 weeks,
and that's
until this contract ends.
He has to keep streaming
he has to have it released every single day and please the bosses at Rumble, apparently. Otherwise, he's not going to get that $1 million. Otherwise, he's not going to get the last year, 2 years, who knows how many years worth of revenue from YouTube.
By the way,
I don't know. Jeremy Hamley could come out and clear this stuff up. He could clear up the situation with Sydney Watson. He could clear up the situation with Rumble, allegedly, that's going on. He could clear up what's actually gone on with the gay op that he tried to do, framing people for flagging down his channel when he was actually drunkenly deleting videos. But he refuses to answer to any of this stuff because he genuinely believes that he's above it. That all of your concerns, the viewer at home's concerns, all of his peers and the content creation community's concerns, they're beneath him. And he doesn't have to answer. And Chrissy Mayer doesn't have to answer. And Melanie Mack doesn't have to answer, as they all rely on you to pay their fucking bills. I don't know where they believe that the audience is in service to them and not them in service to the audience. You're actually supposed to entertain and inform your audience. You're not supposed to gaslight.
He's below quartering.
You're not supposed to gaslight your audience and piss in their fucking mouths and tell them it's sweet tea. This is just crazy. This is what they genuinely believe.
Jer feels like he could. By the way, I was saying earlier that I called it because you were like, is he making $20K a month on YouTube? I did the math. I said generously 4,000 a month. So when we hear 3,000 a month, it fucking makes perfect sense. And how Jer doesn't look at these numbers and go, it's over.
Apparently,
it's over. I got
his mortgage alone is $10,000 a month.
How?
That's what apparently his mortgage is alone.
How?
He built this house in the middle of nowhere in rural Wisconsin during COVID, when the building materials are super, super expensive. And not only that, he took out a home equity line of credit for $300,000 at 7.5%. And that's public record that's the case, that home equity loan. So he's got 2 mortgages on that fucking property. He's got a property tax bill of 10 grand a year or more, which he told us all was the fucking case. He's got massive maintenance bills. He's got staff to pay. He's got apparently Pokemon cards that he's buying, all of this stuff. He's buying advertisements on YouTube to prop up his channel. He is spending so much money, and he's spent so much money that I believe the cupboards are bare. I believe that he is just maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe less, a matter of months away from a complete and utter financial crisis and collapse.